Hello, hello. All right. Welcome, welcome. So, just as a reminder, tonight during the live personal reading session, for everybody who's participating, I will send you your timestamps by email. So, just keep that in mind. And for everybody else, thank you for coming through and bringing your good energy. And yeah, yeah, welcome. Without further ado, let me pull up my list here, and we will begin. All right, let me get the timestamp going for client one at two. Okay. Hey, client one. Hey, thank you for trusting me with your energy. It looks like you have one question and it's a yes or no question. So we'll get straight into it. Client one, you ask, will he come back soon? So let's find out. Will he come back soon to client one? Will he come back soon to client one? Will he come soon to client one? Will he come back soon to client one, Spirit? First card is a yes. Second card is a yes, client one. Your third card is also a yes. So, yeah, short answer, client one, he will come back soon. At the bottom of the deck, we got another big old yes. Yeah. As the King of Pentacles, too. It's like he'll come back with a more stable mindset. Yeah. There's some, because the King of Cups is here too. There's some planning for the future that he wants to make. He's had some time to think about the past and what has gone on, and he wants to bring a more stable energy into the relationship. So, short answer is yes. Congratulations. All right. Thank you for booking with me and trusting me with your energy, client one. Good luck to you. All right. Let's go on to client two. Get your timestamp going, client two. All right. Hey, client two. Hey. Thank you for booking with me and trusting me with your energy. Happy May 5th. Belated May the 4th be with you. And today, it looks like you have three questions. So I'll get into it. Your first one is, will I make the next level of interviews for the job I applied for 2 months ago? Let's find out. Will client two make the next level of interviews for the job that they applied for 2 months ago. Client two, make that next level of interviews for the job that they applied for 2 months ago. We have a yes. Let's see. We have another yes with justice. Okay. And we have another yes. So, yeah, short answer is yes. You will make the next level. At the bottom of the deck, again, the energy surrounding things is the King of Pentacles. This is this is a good sign. You definitely have a really good chance of making that next level. Hey Carter. Hey Christina. What is this? These are personal readings, donation based though. Thanks for stopping by, both of you. But yeah, client two, you have a very good chance, very fair chance. It looks like there's three of you that they're actually looking at, and after some debate here with justice, it looks like you're going to end up with the offer with the Knight of Cups here. Let's go on to your next. Well, I just answered your next question, but because you paid for it, we'll do it officially. It looks like you're going to get the offer with this Knight of Cups, but like I said, we'll do. Well, thank you, Carter. We'll do the question. So the next question is, will client two get the job after the interview? Will client two get the job? Will client two get the job? Will client two get the job that they're going to interview for? We got two. Ooh. First one is no. Second one is no competition. We got two fives here. That's definitely staying change. And there's a third five. Oh my gosh. So, short answer is no. Bottom of the deck. There's there's some hidey hole type shit going on at this job with the moon at the bottom of the deck. There's a lot of chaos, competition, a lot of cutthroat. I don't know what industry that you're in, or what kind of job you're interviewing for, but we got the Five of Swords, the Five of Wands, the Five of Cups here. And although you may end up feeling kind of, you're going to feel bad about not getting the job, this is actually a blessing. You know, this is actually what I'm getting is protection. Yeah, because there's some, with all these negative cards, and technically the moon by itself is not a negative card, but it's being matched with the Five of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Five of Cups. And this is a protection strategy from your spirit team, your benevolent ancestors, you know your spirit guides. Yeah, your next question, because that was a yes, no. But your next question says, if no, is there a way to make myself stand out and change the energy of the outcome? Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna put this to the side because I want to actually do a little more. Wow, what's behind the moon is the Three of Pentacles. there's some unknown things about this job that, like I said, you are being protected from, but maybe spirit will come through and let us know a little more about this by answering this next question. um, is there a way for a client to make themselves stand out and change the outcome of potentially not getting that job? Yeah, my mistake, because that Knight of Cups was actually going away towards you, going away from you and not towards you. But let's see what Spirit says. Is there a way for client two to stand out? We got a yes. We have another yes with the Eight of Wands. And we have a yeah. There's a way that you can change the energy with the Wheel of Fortune here. At the bottom of the deck, mm, another yes with the Temperance. The Temperance here. So let's see. I'm going to put that to the side, but we want to go into that first question, that second question, actually, after we answer the one that's right in front of us. So it looks like with strength here, you're going to really go in there and sell yourself. You're really going to have to um, be encompass a Leo. You know how they say Leos, and I am a Leo. They say we want attention, but that isn't always true. But we have that star power because Leo is ruled by the sun, which is a star. It's a bright ass star, and that is what you have to go in there with. You, if you're not somebody who is egotistical, you got to turn your ego up just a little bit, because you are amidst people who are selling themselves. You have to be able to convey with the Eight of Wands here why you're different from everybody else. You have to bring the personality. If you're somebody who's a little more tempered, a lot more balanced, um, they want that, but they need you to turn it up too. Because again, we'll go back to it. These people are different. It's a different type of energy. But in order to change their minds and to change, the energy, you have to change your own energy, even if it's just for an hour interview. Yeah. Can we clarify what else needs to be done for client two to change the energy or the outcome of this job interview? Can we clarify? It's like you have to go in there being empowered. You got to go in there with the mindset that you already have the job. Like, this is already mine. Y'all aren't any competition. Even though you might be, I don't know if it's online the interview, or if you have to physically go into a building, but either way, when you're sitting in the waiting room or in a real waiting room, you have to have that mindset. Like, oh, this is already my job. You're interviewing them. You're interviewing them. A lot of people don't think of it that way. But Spirit is just like, you got to interview them. We got to clarify strength. We have the Tower. To clarify the Eight of Wands, that's the Six of Cups. And to clarify the Wheel of Fortune, you see that? Victory. The Chariot. Yeah. You have to bring, like, you got to bring something that is not like you. So with the tower is about, a sudden change. So you have to change your attitude going in here. I'm not getting somebody, the energy from you where you are somebody who is just rah rah, and I'm not telling you to be that, but you got to turn your confidence and your ego up and know what you're talking about. And if you don't know what you're talking about, sound like you know what you're talking about. Yeah, you have to go in there already knowing that this is yours. That kind of confidence. Can we clarify temperance? Clarifying temperance from the bottom of the deck. Yeah, clarifying that with the fool. This is something where um, you have to have that faith in yourself. You can't doubt. You can't walk into this interview or show up in your Zoom meeting for this interview with any kind of doubt at all. You know, the the fool has this confidence that they know everything is going to work out in their favor. They know everything is going to be all right, regardless of where they are in the fool's journey, whether it's a brand new start or they're coming around from, the end of the previous journey. They have that kind of confidence, that kind of trust, and you have to have the same thing going into this interview. There can't be any doubt. They can't smell it. They can't smell the fear. They're like rabid dogs. That's the energy that I'm getting from these people. I don't know what you're interviewing for, but it seems like, it is going to be a situation or a job that is, highly competitive, maybe even high pressure and high paced, and somebody who is more relaxed and more, tempered and quiet and, kind of peaceful later on if you choose to. But you have to change your whole presentation if you really, really want this job. You got to turn that ego up. But again, I want to go back. Ooh, see the world. You can get it, but you have to change. You have to change everything about you, at least in for the interview purposes. But going back to this first spread here, can we clarify the Five of Swords? Clarifying the Five of Swords is the King of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands is the Nine of Pentacles. All about money. Clarifying the Five of Cups is the Ten of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, again, we have the Five of Cups. There is, oh, the other person that they want is somebody who's actually already there, and they have a connection to the boss who is doing the interviewing. They are actually family. So this is the hiring manager could have an issue if they don't hire this person who you're actually competing with. This other person may know the job, they may not. Nepotism isn't always horrible. A lot of times, people go in doing a job, and it's they actually know what they're doing, and they actually work hard to do it. But yeah, this other person, one of these people, because I said there were three, is actually the big person's relative. And there's going to be a lot of somebody going to get it if they don't get their job. Can we clarify the moon? Clarify the moon. Yeah, that could be a little Yeah, clarifying the moon is the Three of Cups. Mm. This is a job that is all about who you know. Like they don't just work together. They party together. They go to each other's cookouts. They're like friends, frenemies. And it's a it's a situation at the bottom of the deck is judgment. You are being protected from this getting this position. Like I told you, your spirit guides, your folks do not want you to get this position. They don't see it as it being a good move for you with all these fives here. You would have to do you would have to do too much. It would be too much. But you as an adult in sound mind, you make decisions for yourself. That's what's going on. Yeah, interesting. I hope that helps, client two, and I hope it helps you for your highest good. Good luck. You know, I, mm, yeah, that's what I got. All right, moving on to client three. Let's get your timestamp going. All right. Hey, client three. Hey. Oh, thank you for participating. Thank you for trusting me with your energy. It looks like you have one question. Very simple. You want to know, what do your spirit guides want you to know right now? Let's find out. Move these out the way. All right. Calling on client three spirit guides. What is it that client three needs to know right now? Client three's benevolent spirit guides. What does client three need to know right now? What does client three need to know right now? Oh, okay. We got strength in reverse, three of swords, king of cups. At the bottom of the deck, you got the ace of cups. Okay. Oh, there is there's an elevation coming up for you because behind the ace of cups is the eon, and that is definitely a an elevation card for me. This is going to be a there's a situation basically coming that will bring more fulfillment. It will bring opportunity. It will bring um, a lot more peace and self love, emotional stability. Um, it'll bring change though. Bring a lot of change because the change is shifting, is happening in your life. Your spirit guides are highlighting clouds for me, and as clouds move, they they change in form, and that's exactly what's happening for you. Hello, Hector. Um, and upon this elevation happening, like I said, it is about bringing fulfillment. It's about making those things that that may have been something that you have only dreamed of, making a reality. Like, I don't know if you can see the translucent castle, but you can see the person's smaller home, but there's a castle there. That's what your spirit guides are going to introduce you to with this elevation. It's going to require you to really dig in deep and connect with them, with the moon here, with your intuition. And it is something that you have to be consistent with, because it's coming in hot. It's coming in hot. But on the other side of this is the Queen of Wands. On the other side, you'll be a lot more confident. You'll be highly connected to your team and tapped all the way in. And you'll be able to see beyond what is actually in front of you, with the Three of Wands behind the Queen of Wands. And with this elevation, it is going to more than likely, with the Two Wands, prompt a relocation for you, because it's going to be one of those things where you've gone where you need to go, where you are, where you are in your hometown or wherever you are. It's time to move on. But going back here to your original spread, hi Priyan, Priyan or Priya. I apologize if I mispronounced your name. Um, but yeah, going back to your original spread here with strength in reverse, the Three of Swords, and the King of Cups, there is a breakup coming. There's a breakup coming. I don't know if you are like with someone where you are married, you or have been in a long-term partnership, or maybe you're just talking to somebody. Regardless, there this person is going to essentially break your heart, and that is what is going to prompt this elevation. They want you to be in an energy where you are a lot more confident and self-sufficient and definitely connected. You can't tell that Queen of Wands anything, and they want to bring more balance into your life. Can we clarify? Strength in reverse. Can we clarify strength in reverse, please, for client 3? Clarifying strength in reverse. Yeah, clarifying strength in reverse is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Whoever you are with right now, they're not somebody who is very stable. They're not somebody who is very loyal. Your spirit team, your benevolent spirit team, client 3, is calling them a loser. And they say that you deserve so much more. You deserve somebody who is actually going to put in the work. To clarify the Three of Swords, we have the Eight of Wands. This person is, they're not somebody who sticks around for anything. They're not somebody who lets grass grow under their feet. So this whole energy is It doesn't serve you or your highest good. And not only that, but this is happening at a pace to prompt your elevation. So if you don't know that this person really ain't shit, that they're as inconsistent as they sound and as they feel, then you're going to find out really quickly. To clarify, yeah, we got two of the fastest cars out here. Two of the fastest cars out here. This person is like two steps out the door, two steps out of the relationship, because that's how fast their focus changes. I'm hearing insatiable. They it's they aren't satisfied with their lot in life where they are, so they aren't satisfied in staying in a situation too long. And it's best, with the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck, it's best for you to go on and make your way to a more peaceful space, a more peaceful place, somewhere where you feel, you know, your self worth, because you are worthy. You're worthy of the love that you deserve, and this person doesn't have it. To clarify, the Ace of Cups, and that's what they want to give to you. That's what your spirit team wants to give to you. Clarifying the Ace of Cups. To clarify the Ace of Cups, we got clarity. They've come. This whole situation is going to bring a lot of clarity to you, and it's going to be one of those things. A lot of us have been in the situation where we look back and say, why the fuck was I with that person? Like, it's going to be like that. It's going to be like that. And a lot of times we have to go through these things to recognize our worth. We have to be with people like this because we have been conditioned to think certain things, that we need somebody else to complete us and things like that. So this situation is to show you that you're already complete. You already are worthy. You are beautiful. You are handsome. I don't know what biological sex or gender identity you have, but you are all those things. You encompass everything that you need. And that's what they want you to see. They want you to know that you are whole and complete, and they want to connect with you. Yep, trying to tell you. Five star. It's going to be uncomfortable. However, this is to bring about healing. This elevation will bring about healing. Is that it, Spirit? That's it. I hope that helps client 3. And I hope it helps you guys good. Thank you for trusting me with your energy. I think that's the last one. Yeah. All right. All right. We're going to move on to client 4. Client 4 is on deck. But first, all right. Let me get your timestamp, client 4. All right, here we go. Hey, client 4. Hey. Thank you for trusting me with your energy. It looks like you have one question, so we'll get right to it. It says, I've been involved with a woman for almost 10 years. I'm 38 and she's 37. We're not married, but I know she wants me to ask her. I'm not sure if she's my forever person. What advice does Spirit have for me in this situation? Okay, all right, let's see. What advice do you have, Spirit, for client four in the situation that they're in? They've been with somebody for 10 years, and this woman wants to get married to client four, but they are unsure if she is their forever person. What is your advice for client four in this situation? Okay, we got the Nine of Wands, Chariot, and the Devil. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay. At the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords. Is this this is her energy. This Nine of Swords. This is stressing her out. Like this whole situation of being with you for 10 years is literally like this cloud over her head, like this woman in this picture. And um I'm not being judgmental, but I am going to put on my auntie voice because I am a little bit older than you. But yeah, this is stressing her out because is this client for you? Present as the King of Wands, somebody who is very confident. You are, you're that person. I don't know what your gender identity is or your biological sex, so we'll just out the characteristics that this person has. You are somebody who makes other folks feel seen when they're in your energy, and people are drawn to you. And behind the King of Wands is the Three of Pentacles. You already know what you want, and just say it, okay? And it looks like you want to have your pick, and that's cool. Again, not judging. It's cool. However, Spirit is saying if that's what you want, that's what you need to convey. That's what you need to convey. Because you can have what you want with the star here. You can have whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You have that energy surrounding you. However, with rhythm here and the lovers, wow. If it's a situation where you don't want to be in this relationship, you feel like this person may not be your forever person. This is a decision that you need to make, and you got to change how you move. You have to change how you move. It has to be conveyed. No wishy washiness. There are there are things that you can do, but it's your choice. You have to make the choice. And it looks like you kind of you want to do your own thing. And the question the question that spirit has for you is why have you been in this relationship for 10 years if you want to do other things? Is it what she does for you? Is it how she makes you feel? And these are just questions. This isn't to make you feel judged or anything, but these are the questions that you should ask yourself, because you're going to end up making your own decision and doing what you want to do regardless of what spirit says. That's the energy I'm getting. So, you know, because right here though, in this original spread is this 9 of Wands is where she has been holding on and holding out for you to come towards her and come to your senses to marry her. But again, we have the devil here. We got the 3 of Pentacles and the King of Wands. She's put up with a lot of stuff from you. She's put up with a lot of stuff from you. What's did you did you have a child? Do y'all have a child? Or did you have a child with someone else? Because you're presenting as a King of Wands, and this is the Page of Wands. So she's been through a lot with you. Let's get some clarity on this. So yeah, what's the, what's your advice? Let's clarify. Let's clarify the Chariot. Okay, clarify the Chariot, please, for client 4. Okay, to clarify the Chariot, we have the Ace, the Ace of Swords, which is all about the truth. Is all about direction, and it's clarifying the Chariot, which is also about direction, but usually being going in the right direction, being in the right path. And you already know, client 4, you already know what you want to do, and there's nothing wrong with what you want to do, especially when you convey it. But you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself, and not just honest with yourself, but also honest with all people involved with you. To clarify the Devil, we have you've been getting it in. You you what you thought this was gonna be, client 4? You didn't think Spirit was gonna show me what you doing? Like, come on, come on, yeah. If you want, if you want to live that life, you want to live that life. Live your life and do it freely. Do it freely without guilt and shame. Do it freely without, having other people in the background on hold. Because I'm getting hold from the 9 of Wands and the 9 of Swords here. That's her energy. She's on hold. She's on the back burner. Wow, you doing your own thing here with and doing the things. So, and then we got the Moon at the bottom of the deck. You you gonna do what you want to do, and that's okay. But if you want to play, then go ahead and play. That's what Spirit says. If you want to play, then play. But you need to release this woman that you've had waiting for 10 years. Let her begin her healing journey, and you keep playing, keep doing what you do, like you doing it for TV. You know, that's how you coming through. Do what you do like you doing it for TV, but let her start her healing journey. Spirit says you're not gonna do that though. You're not gonna do that. Yeah, because you like what she does. But just remember this, client four, and I'm gonna keep it real with you because, like I said, I'm in auntie role right now. The longer that you hold on to something or somebody who you know isn't for your forever person, the longer it take for your forever person to come to you. Does that make sense? So I'm sure that's not what you wanted to hear, but that's okay. I still love you, and I still appreciate you booking with me and trusting me with your energy. Yeah, yeah. So that's what we got. Hope it helps, and we hope it helps you for your highest good, client four. Ain't that something? That was something else coming in here. Yeah. All right. Moving on. Interesting. Let's take a sip. Hmm. I don't know. People. People be people, and y'all. All right. So let's go on to client five. Let me get your timestamp ready. Here. All right. Hey, client five. Hey. Thank you for trusting me with your energy, client five. It looks like you have one question. And you say, I'm going to be a sophomore in college next year, and my best friend wants us to move off campus and get an apartment. All right. Want to be roommates. Okay. A part of you wants to, but another side of you thinks that it's not a good idea. What do your spirit guides say is best? Very good question. I was always told, this is my personal experience in college, not to live with your friends. Now, I in college I met people who were friends and they stayed friends and they were roommates. And then I met people who weren't friends by the end of the second week of the first semester. So, it's good that you're coming to spirit. This one. Yeah, very good question. Let's see. Let's find out. Client five would like to know what is best if she should be roommates with her best friend and move off campus, get an apartment. What say you, Spirit? All right, we have the Knight of Wands. Move this. Okay, we got Knight of Wands. We have the Emperor, and we have the Three of Wands. This is your dad. Are your parents on board with this? Your guardians, I'll say that. Your parents are your guardians. Because this looks like, is this the roommate? This the best friend? This looks like she is more of a very impulsive, energetic type person. I don't know, the fact that you're even coming and asking Spirit what Spirit says, it gives me the mindset that you're a little more, a little more level headed, I guess. Um, and it looks like she would be more dependent on outside energies than anything, and you would end up having to depend on your parents or um, your guardians to help make ends meet, to get things together, to even with the Three of Wands here, maybe even find a new place, because she trying to party, she trying to have a good time. I mean, look, this Knight of Wands is, I mean, she got fire batons and shit that she twirling in a circle of fire. Like, she trying to have a good time. I mean, people go to college for different reasons. They really do, you know? And yeah, at the bottom of the deck, this is going to be a solo journey. It's going to be an apartment that you both rent, but it's going to be you who kind of has to deal with everything, and it's going to take a lot out of you. It's going to be a very big responsibility. Not saying that you can't do it, because people do it all the time, but she has essentially, with the Seven of Cups here, fed you an illusion that y'all are going to be in this together. You know that she's going to be this this roommate who is a model roommate, and that's not what it is. You're going to be stuck. You know, when you sign a lease with somebody, that's a contract, and it costs money to get out of a contract. It costs money to stay in that contract. You know? Yeah. Who is this? What's behind this is the Page of Wands. She might have too good of a time that she might end up either flunking out and have to leave, or she might have such a good time that she gets pregnant, and then it's her body, her decision. So yeah, but either way, it looks like if you decide to move in with her, you would end up footing the bill, or your parents, the combination of you and your parents or guardian will have to figure it out, and where you need to go. You moving into something where there's supposed to be two people paying rent. Would you be able to foot that bill on your own? Yeah. So what should she do? What should she do? What is her best move, Spirit, regarding this situation? Oop, there. We got the Hierophant that came out. Stay where you are. Stay on campus, because the Hierophant is all about tradition. It's all about the status quo. Stay on campus. Stay, keep your friend, but stay on campus. Let her do her thing. Live her lovely life. Enjoy college, but stay on campus. Yeah, don't be in a rush to get that paying rent responsibility. You have plenty of time to pay rent. Plenty of time. Yes. Yep. Look at the bottom of the deck. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be chaos. It's going to be so much. You're going to have to deal with rent. You're going to have to deal with her partying. Like, let me count up for you. You got to deal with rent, her partying, her bringing, whoever home. Y'all got rules. She's not following the rules. You got to deal with the studies, and you got to probably get a job. It's yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. So spirit is just like, stay where you are. Stay on campus. You have time. Focus on your studies, and having a good time at school. You know, is that it, spirit? That's it. That's all. Thank you for booking, Client 5. We hope that helps. And we hope it helps you for your highest good. Yeah, that's something. All right. Okay. Let me check my email. See if we've gotten any more clients. Hmm, interesting. All right, we haven't, so we're gonna move on. Yay. Okay. Moving on to client 6. Let me get your timestamp queued up. Okay, that went too fast. All right. Hey, client 6. Hey, thank you for trusting me with your energy. Let's get into it. You have 3 questions, and you say, I've been thinking about divorcing my spouse for the past year and a half. Wow. Okay. But I can't seem to pull the trigger, so to speak, for multiple reasons. That makes sense. Okay. Your first question is, how will my life look if I divorce my spouse? Okay. All right. Let's find out. How will client 6's life look if they were to divorce their spouse? How will client 6's life look if they were to divorce their spouse? We have the Ace of Swords here, Justice, and the King of Wands. Well, you know, justice is definitely about legal things. It's definitely, Spirit's card for me that has to do with divorce. And essentially, what would happen is you would have this epiphany and this freedom with the Ace of Swords here. Like, oh snap, I'm free, and you'll act in kind with the King of Wands. Not sure what your gender identity or biological sex is, but this is somebody who is very confident, somebody who recognizes their freedom. They recognize that um, there will be this new fire and this new fervor and this new zest for life, really. And you'll respond to that, and people will respond to you because you'll be giving off this confidence and this energy, this energy. Yeah. At the bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. It will even um, open up this new, um, not new connection, but the connection that you already have to your spirit team. it will become wider. So instead of like a country road, you become like a two-way road. And as you connect even further, it would it becomes like this highway. But be mindful of the people that you connect with. You would definitely need to be mindful of the people that you connect with. This high priestess is given the energy. What spirit is saying that your spouse wouldn't let go as easily. Although you would be, with the nine of pentacles here, single and thriving, in a very thriving energy, this high priestess is giving off an energy that your spouse would have a time, and they would respond in a way where they would more than likely try to do some work to get you to come back. Yeah, because they would end up being more stuck, blind to the peace that they could have, while you are more with the nine of cups, sitting sitting pretty in your nine of pentacles and your nine of cups energy. You know, you'll be in an energy of moving on, but they'll be stuck and they'll do something about it. Yeah. Can we clarify the King of Wands? Clarify the King of Wands. And then we're going to clarify the High Priestess. Clarify the King of Wands here for client six. Clarify the King of Wands. It's Temperance, but as you can see, it came out like it was about to go reverse. You'll adapt very well. You really will. You'll adapt very well to being newly single. You're presenting as the King of Wands. And then what also came out was the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups for you. You will adapt very well. You will heal um, quite easily. And it's probably because you've been thinking about this for, like you said, a year and a half. You've been mulling things over. So in a way, it feels like you've already like started something new. You've already alchemized the negative feelings and disconnected emotionally, which is fortunate for you because you know what you're thinking about doing. But on the other side, not so fortunate for your partner, for your spouse rather. um Clarifying High Priestess, and this is definitely not to like persecute you, but just to make sure that you are informed and you have a bird's eye view of exactly what's at play here. To clarify the High Priestess is, yeah, I told you to clarify the High Priestess. Your spouse is more than likely going to get someone or do the work herself to get you to come back. Yes. Yeah. She I mean, they. I don't know. I don't know what type of relationship this is. If it's heterosexual or what. So they will be in a ten of swords energy, and back against the wall, they're going to a worker. You know, they're going to a priestess, a high priestess. They're going to somebody who can do some work. Back against the wall, because this is going to be a devastating blow for them. So while you are, adapting to the life of singlehood, independence, and self sufficiency, and you know, living your life like it's gold and playing your harmonica, you know, they are going to be stuck in their head for the back against the wall with the ten of swords. Yeah, that is interesting. So your next question: how will your spouse's life look if you were divorced? Well, I already tapped into some of that. So let's get some more clarity on the separation of your two lives, and our spirit is saying go delve deeper into the working, because that is something that they are going to do should you get this divorce. Should you follow through, spirit is just like, yeah, they're going to do it. They're not probably going to do it. They're going to do it. So what is it that client 6 needs to know about their partner getting the work done to bring them back should they get the divorce? What is it that they need to know? Right side up. We got the 10 of Wands. We got rhythm and the 5 of Pentacles. Is it? The thing is, although she's going to get the work done, she's going to come up empty handed. And remember when I said that your connection with your spirit team, your spirit guides, client 6 is going to open up even more with the disconnection, with the severance of the marriage. Um, it's gonna it's it's gonna backfire. It's gonna backfire for her with the 10 of Wands, rhythm, and the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, bottom of the deck, Hermit. And this is the Hermit in a sense of not solitude but isolation, for her energy. For you, it's like I said, it's going to connect you. Your severance, it's like a an elevation for you. It's an elevation for you, where for a while you're going to go into hermit mode, but it's really to become more connected and to to build your intuition, to become more confident, to become this 9 of Pentacles, to become this 9 of Cups energy. That's what the Hermit is going to do for you. But on the other side for her, we got the 5 of Pentacles. This is going to be isolating for her. Can we clarify the 10? No? Let's go. Okay. Can we clarify the 10 of Wands? Clarify the Ten of Wands. Clarifying the Ten of Wands is the Four of Swords. Hmm. Clarifying rhythm is strength. And the Five of Pentacles is the Ace of Pentacles. Your separation from her brings restoration, it brings empowerment, it brings prosperity for you. And I say her because that's the I'm getting a feminine energy, but I apologize for placing pronouns where you haven't given me any. So I'll say them. It's going to be like a recharge. Now, I I will say, if you are the breadwinner, if you make more money, you are going to more than likely pay alimony, but I don't see it really being a big deal for you. It's not a challenge because what spirit is pointing out to me is that this pentacle is being handed by the hand of God that is over this mountain. It's like the pentacle is bigger than the challenge. If anything, more opportunities and more prosperity is coming. So yeah, at the bottom of the deck is the moon. Ooh, and then there's the devil. Oh, excuse me. Be careful. I said it before. Be careful, client six, about who you start to see and who you talk to and who you connect with in this new energy should you decide to get the divorce. There are going to be a lot of people coming towards you who they have hidden agendas. They have um shoot attachments, they have addictions, they are really just trying to get connected to somebody who has more than what they have going on. You are going to get like really, 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 really tested. So it's important for you to really build that connection between you and your spirit team so you can be able to not just see, but actually see the bullshit that's going to be coming your way because the moon and the devil are out here. There are they will be able to see you from afar. Your glow, it seems like you are somebody who is of means because behind the devil is the Knight of Pentacles. So you're somebody who is steady climbing in your finances. Um, very consistent. Somebody who's stable, practical, and there are people waiting for you to divorce. Yeah, it's like there's a line. You got a queue behind you. Like it's like they're like where, like client says, you get that divorce yet? Uh, we ain't really gotta wait, but I want to be respectful. Yeah. Can we clarify that? Clarify this stat that came from the bottom of the deck? Yeah. These people are just waiting. Yeah. They're waiting. You got some folks that are waiting for you, client six, waiting for you to get a divorce. And their energy is on some bullshit. Their energy is on some bullshit. They're coming with the shenanigans. They really are. because you are going to be somebody. You got the Ace of Pentacles. You're going to have this Ace of Cups. They see it. You have so much to give. You have so much going for you, and they are ready to siphon and suck and suck all of it dry from you. They're ready to get their chance. So yeah, is that it, spirit? That's it for that one. You got one more question though. So let's get to that. Your last question is, um, will they start seeing someone seriously soon after our divorce? Let's find out. Will client six's spouse start seeing someone seriously soon after the divorce happens? I kind of told you what was going to happen, but let's see what spirit has to say. Yeah. Will client sister's spouse start seeing someone seriously soon after divorce? First card is the sun with the yes. We have a maybe with the hermit. Mm. And then we have another yes with the king of pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, oh, we have a no with the eight of swords. They will start seeing someone, but it's going to be in a, they won't have the right headspace. They won't have that healing done. They'll still be in that space of they're seeing somebody else, but they want your attention. That's what this eight of swords is all about. It's going to be a situation where it's like they can't let go, even though the person that is coming in towards them is bringing this fulfilled. This is going to be a person who is very fulfilled and doing the healing work. Somebody who is very successful in their own right, prosperous. However, with the hermit here, your spouse or ex-spouse, I'm not sure what to call them right now, they're going to be so blind to it. That's not going to be their focus. That's not going to be their focus at all. Their own happiness. This person is somebody who's stable. Their business owner. Um, I'm hearing like they remind this person that they're going to get with reminds them of you, and that is the only reason that they're getting with them. Interesting. But the healing is not there. It's not there. It's too busy holding on to what has occurred. Yeah. They're going to be somebody who becomes controlling in that situation, and then that person is going to leave them with the fool here, and then they'll be back stressed out. Yep. So they will, yeah, essentially get with someone who reminds them of you, but they won't even see what's in front of them. Unfortunately, they won't see the good thing that they have going on, because of, the pain. But you, yeah, you got some other things going on. You got some folks laying in wait for you, and those folks, they got some bad energy with the devil. So be careful, client six. Be careful. Tap in and stay tapped in. I hope that helps, and I hope it helps you for your highest good. Thank you for booking with me, client six. All right, let's go on to client seven. Oh, let me get your timestamp going here. All right. Hey, client seven. Hey, thank you for trusting me with your energy. It looks like you have two questions. And your question is, or what you say is, I put a bid on a home, but I'm having second thoughts. I'm not sure if it's buyer's remorse, anxiety, or my intuition. What's the energy surrounding the purchase of the house? Very good question. Okay. All right. Spirit client seven put a bid on a home, but they are having second thoughts. What is the energy surrounding the purchase of the home? They're not sure if it's buyer's remorse or their intuition. What's the energy surrounding the purchase of this home? We got death here, ace of swords, and the seven of wands. It's a lot of work. Like, there's a lot of work that needs to be done on this home. Spirit says, consider this your intuition. Consider this your intuition. At the bottom of the deck is justice. Um, you need to definitely, I don't know how, if you can rescind. You need to definitely rescind your bid. Yep. Because behind that is the nine of swords. If you don't, of course, you're going to end up super stressed out because you'll be stuck with strength here in a home that has a lot going on, and end up with the queen of swords, somebody who's super bitter and having to do a lot of work on the home yourself. Yeah. Oof. A whole lot of work, because what's going to happen is behind rhythm is harmony, which is temperance, and then the star, and then lovers. It's going to woo. There's a lot of life change that is going to happen here. It's going to put you through a storm of things, because as soon as you move in, things are going to start happening. We got plumbing issues right here. Is this home in a place where it floods? Is it in a floodplain? And has the realtor or anybody, because I know every state, I'm not sure if you live here in the country, but um, different states have different rules about what needs to be discussed when purchasing a home. And is this an area where you can easily get flood insurance? Basically, is what needs to be asked. because not only would you have to worry about the plumbing and flooding in the home, but also flooding in the home from um, storms and tornadoes. Is this in the Midwest or yeah? With the star here, the star is usually about healing. It's a very good card, just like temperance. But what I'm actually seeing, what spirit is showing me with the star in particular, um, okay. So what spirit is actually showing me, because I saw that the live just restarted. What spirit is actually showing me with the star is that there is going to be an issue with the roof. There is an issue with the roof. How old is the roof? Because one, I'm not even gonna say one good gust of wind, but one good gust of wind, or one really like terrible storm, and it's yeah, you really need to reconsider this decision. See about rescinding your offer, because there are one, two, three, four, five, six, seven major arcana out here in one spread. Seven that that's dealing with this house. So yeah, this this is your intuition talking to you, because this house is on its last leg with death here. It needs a lot to be transformed into a home that is by, unless you're somebody who's buying it to like do what you need to do and flip it, if you're one of those people who buys ugly homes, that's a different story. But if this is like your first home and you are planning on living in this home, mm, nah, you don't want to do this. Your spirit team, your benevolent spirit team is like, nah, you need to you need to fight that. Fight. You need to get out of this. And then when you get out of it, burn the contract. It's like that. Rescind your offer. Rescind your offer. And consider this, that your intuition really, really works well. Clarify death. Yeah. I mean, there's so much water going on here. Clarifying death. Clarify death. Like I'm talking about a roof. Spirit literally says sleeping under the stars, but not in a good way. It's because the roof came off. Like to clarify death is judgment. This is um this is going to be a very heavy responsibility if you were to take it on. And you can consider, the fact that you even reached out to ask this question, the fact that your intuition is on point, and that you are the horn is being sounded. This is like, you know, Gabriel sounding the horn like, no, don't do it. Like, you don't want this house. It just looks good on the outside, maybe. Like, this is not for you. This ain't it. To clarify, oop, The tower. And you know what the tower is all about. The tower is about destruction. It's falling apart. What they did was they put band-aids on things to make it look good. But this house is falling apart. And as soon as you move in, as soon as you put the first couple of boxes down, all upheaval, all upheaval. To clarify, the Seven of Wands is the Six of Cups. Your folks, your spirit team is protecting you. And you have a gift. You have a gift if that you should be cultivating your intuition. You should be cultivating that. Can we clarify justice? Clarify justice is strength. Yeah. Go on. Empower yourself and rescind that offer. And say it with your chest when you do it. Nah. Say it with your chest when you rescind that offer. Because that moving into that home will bring a life of struggle. And that life is not meant for you. But yeah, you have psychic gifts that you definitely should cultivate. Um, the bottom of the deck is that offer that you need to rescind. Rescind your offer. Yeah. Okay. And say move on. Your next question is, was it a good move to make? Well, it looks like we kind of went over that, but because you paid for that question, we're gonna do we're gonna do it, and we're gonna get you an answer. Was it a good move to make? Was it a good move to make to put an offer on that home? Was it a good move to make? We got the King of Wands with a yes. The Devil with a no. And then the Nine of Pentacles with a yes. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands, which is all about home. Yeah, it's a good move to make to be thinking about buying a home, not this home. So the devil is here, not this home. Um, but yes, you're presenting as Nine of Pentacles, somebody who is um, single, and you are doing pretty well for yourself, uh, self-sufficient, independent, um, and you need to get rid of your realtor, whoever that is, King of Wands and the Devil, or whoever you were talking to. If you don't have a realtor, get a realtor. Get a trusted realtor. Go on Yelp, go on Google to make sure that you are getting somebody who is reputable, and even the other ones like Better Business Bureau and um, Realtor.com, just to make sure that you're dealing with somebody who actually has your interests in mind, because whoever is sold you on this home, they present as the King of Wands and the Devil, the swindlers. This home isn't for you, but yes, you should definitely be making moves to buy a home, not this home. hmm So yeah, trust your intuition, because your intuition's on point for the most part. Also cultivate it, you know, and then you won't need to come to Auntie Shauna to ask, like, but good luck. Good luck. Yeah, good luck. Rescind that offer ASAP. I hope that helps, client seven, and I hope it helps you for your highest good. Thank you for booking with me and trusting me with your energy. All right, we got one more client, and then we are done. All right, let me pin this. All right, so let me get client eight's timestamp up and going. Hey, client eight. Hey, thank you for booking with me and trusting me with your energy. It looks like you have one question and you say, I have three roommates, and usually we get along well enough. But there's been a shift in the energy recently and not in a good way. What's going on? Let's find out. Hmm. Okay. Client eight would like to know what's going on with their roommates. They usually get along. However, there's been a shift in the energy. What's going on with client eight's roommates? Oh, already? We got, okay, strength is different in this deck. It's, yeah, passion. We got the nine of swords and the eight of pentacles. Interesting. There was a situation, client eight, where your roommates, I'm not sure which ones, they got involved with each other. And the numbers 898 may be significant to you, or any variation of those numbers, 988, 889, um and now there's one caught feelings, and the other one is like moving on with the eight of pentacles here. Yeah. At the bottom of the deck, it's another eight. It's another eight. And with multiple eights, for me, it definitely means, a change, um, that will last, like an ongoing change. Like you said, a shift in the energy. And there's back to what was before, at least not with the same group of people. Um, with the eight of swords here at the bottom of the deck, whoever the person is that caught feelings, they are completely in their head. For real. The three of cups, it like it was a whole, were you the only person that wasn't included on what was going on? It looks like it was a whole, like, threesome situation. Yeah, there was a whole threesome situation. They had a good old time for as long as it lasted, but like I said, somebody caught feelings. Behind the Three of Cups is the Ten of Pentacles and the Moon. The one person is secretly going to move back with their family. I imagine, I don't imagine, Spirit is telling me that it's, y'all don't know this yet. That's what's hidden about it. But whoever the person is that's moving on, not the one that's caught in their head, not the one that caught feelings, but they are going back home essentially. You're just gonna leave that mess just to marinate, for y'all to marinate in. Yeah. But there's some other stuff that went on though with the moon here. The spirit's telling me to clarify the moon. Can you clarify the moon? Yeah, there's some, because what I'm getting is that it happened more than once. Can we clarify the moon? Clarify the moon, please. Clarify the moon. Clarify the moon. Clarifying the moon is the Emperor. Hmm. Wait a minute. No. Okay. There's some things going on in this house. What are y'all doing over there? I apologize. I don't mean to laugh, but this is because you are coming in like, what is going on? Why has the energy shifted? And what spirit is saying, because I'm like, Emperor, like, what is it? And then they point out, like, the Emperor is somebody who has, like, he's an authoritarian. He protects. And what is missing, what was hidden, what wasn't there was protection. Somebody didn't use protection. Somebody, a parent, which is another reason why the energy is shifting. So you didn't really advise what the biological sexes or gender identities of everybody in the house is, including yourself, but assuming that one is a female with biological female reproductive organs, uh, yeah, that person is going to have a baby. And the person that's leaving, that's moving on, is the Faja. Faja. Yeah. It only takes one time, y'all. It really does. And sometimes, depending on who you are, it ain't even, it can be half of a time, you know? Like, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. What where do we move to next, Spirit? Tell me where to go. I don't know what to do with my hands. Okay. And clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Oh, where were you? Did you go on vacation? Were you like asleep? Yes. Oh my gosh, we got the Emperor and the Empress. Yes. To clarify, the Eight of Pentacles is the Empress. Yeah, this the person who's stuck, the person who's pregnant, basically told the other person who their response was, okay, well, I'm moving out in their mind, and y'all are gonna find out soon enough. Um, Everybody else is gonna find out soon enough. Everybody else is gonna find out, um, most likely that one of the roommates is pregnant by the other roommate, and there it is. That's what's going on. They had a whole, you know, a whole sexual party a few times, a couple of times, and you know, baby came through, and feelings. Hmm. So that is what happened to the energy in your house with three other roommates. Yeah, is that it, spirit? Oh, bottom of the deck. Yeah, we got the Knight of Wands. There was a lot of love going on down there, and in the house that you live, and this person isn't done with their action. You know, they're not done having their fun. They're presenting as the Knight of Wands, although they are going, technically, they are going to be somebody's father, but you know, her choice, her body, her choice. But as it stands, one of the roommates got another roommate pregnant, and they want to continue to live their lives as the Knight of Wands. And that is what the drama that has been going on right under your nose. And I am I'm kind of happy that you haven't been stuck in the drama. Yeah, good for you. Good for you, client 8, from for staying away from the drama. Good for you. Is that it, spirit? That's it, client 8. I hope this helps, and I hope it helps you for your highest good. You know what's going on now, and hopefully that tidbit of information will help you in how to move forward in the house until you move out. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, thank you again. All right, y'all. That is it. That is it. We will be going live on Thursday for an all signs reading. And I'll be posting here tomorrow what that all signs reading is about. So keep an eye out. We are going to be starting with Taurus because it is Taurus season. And that's how we're going to go. We'll start with Taurus, end with Aries. And so come through, sit on the porch with us, not literally, but proverbially on the porch, and we'll get some cards read. And for everybody who participated, thank you again for participating. I will send you your timestamps via email. Thank you all for everybody who came and chilled and lent your good energy and your likes. Greatly appreciate it. And until next time, everybody, y'all take care. Be safe. Bye.